Hey guys, welcome back to another video of coffee painting. In this one, we are going to make two beautiful landscapes side by side. We are going to make snowy landscape on first half of the paper and birch trees on the right half. We will learn the easiest trick to create depth and distance effect in this tutorial. Now I am using wet on wet technique, which means wet the paper with water and add lightest shade of color just to create a nice background, and make sure that there is a least amount of color and lots of water. Add some colors to the wet paper randomly and the intensity of color will fade away as it will get dried, so don't worry about the dark color splashes you will make in your background. Now leave it alone for some time to get dried up, and let's make first layer of birch trees. Use the lightest shade of coffee color and make few trees and leaves. Here I'll be sharing some tips for the beginners who struggle to create layering or depth with their painting. We will learn how to create the effect of depth and distance in your painting. Definitely there are many ways to achieve the effect, but we will be discussing a simple light to dark technique which anybody can use. So the trick is, objects at the most distant are the lightest one and will have the least detailing or almost like no detailing, whereas the objects in the forepart are going to be the darkest one with most highlighted details. So here I am making trees, and you can see I am adding the light shade of the coffee color and blending it with water on the paper just to give it a look that my trees are actually at a very far distance. Now it's time for the next layer of trees with medium shade of coffee. Just blend the sharp edges with little bit of water wherever it is required. This light to dark method is the easiest one to create an illusion of depth and distance. Adding more layers with more shades helps you to achieve more depth in your painting, so try to give minimum 3 different tones. This is the whole technique, guys. The darker you make, the closer it looks, and the lighter the color, more the distance. Here is the tip for birch trees. I am making dark tone color and stroking left to right without following any pattern, and before it gets dried up, dipping my brush in clean water and making right to left strokes to diffuse the color from dark to light shade. So there will be nice transition from dark tone to light tone in trees. By the way, this is the second layer, guys. You need not to be very perfect. You can randomly make strokes to give it more natural look. Applying this to the next trees as well. Time for the highlights. Now I'm making some dark branches with leaves. I'm just fast forwarding the video since we have already discussed the whole idea of light to dark technique. By the way, this is the last layer for the painting, and you can see how I am adding final darkest tone to highlight my objects, and this is giving a very nice beautiful effect. Please recreate this at your home with your loved ones. Post your picture on Instagram and tag me. My Instagram ID is mentioned in the description box. Also, hit on the like button, share with your friends and subscribe if you like the video.